When understanding turns into something real. Have you ever wondered what happens when understanding becomes more than understanding? When a conversation becomes a connection, when a connection becomes a presence, and when that presence begins to change your life. At first, it seems small, almost invisible. A few conversations, a few moments, a few unexpected feelings. Nothing dramatic, nothing obvious. Yet, something feels different. You notice yourself looking forward to hearing from them. You notice their words staying with you long after the conversation ends. You notice that they understand things about you that most people never see. And that is where it begins, not with love, not with attraction, but with understanding. Because understanding is powerful. Most people listen to respond. Few people listen to understand. And when someone truly understands you, a door opens. A door you didn't even know existed. For years, you may have carried thoughts you never shared, feelings you never explained, dreams you never spoke aloud. Yet somehow, this person sees them. Not perfectly, but deeply enough to make you feel less alone. And suddenly, understanding becomes comfort. Comfort becomes trust. And trust becomes something real. This transformation rarely happens overnight. It grows quietly, like a seed beneath the soil, invisible at first, but becoming stronger every day. The more understood you feel, the more authentic you become. You stop pretending, you stop performing, you stop editing yourself. For the first time, you allow another person to see who you truly are. And that can be both beautiful and frightening, because being understood means being vulnerable. It means allowing someone close enough to see your fears, your mistakes, your insecurities, the parts of yourself you've spent years hiding. Yet something remarkable happens when you take that risk. Instead of rejection, you find acceptance. Instead of judgment, you find compassion. Instead of distance, you find connection. And that's when understanding turns into something real. It becomes a bond, a feeling, a presence that follows you even when they're not there. You think about their advice, you remember their words, you carry pieces of their perspective with you. Without realizing it, they become part of your growth, part of your healing, part of your story. Perhaps that is why meaningful relationships feel so powerful. They don't simply add someone to your life, they transform the way you experience life itself. The world feels different when you know someone understands you. Challenges feel lighter, pain feels easier to carry. Success feels more meaningful. Even ordinary moments become special. Not because circumstances changed, but because connection changed them. And maybe that's the secret. The deepest human need isn't attention, it isn't admiration, it isn't approval. It's understanding. The desire to be known, to be seen, to be recognized beyond appearances. When that need is fulfilled, something inside us relaxes. The endless struggle to prove ourselves begins to fade. We no longer feel invisible. We no longer feel alone. We begin to feel human again. And that feeling is priceless. But understanding carries responsibility too. Because once someone understands you, their influence grows. Their words matter more. Their presence matters more. Their absence matters more. And that's why these connections can be both beautiful and challenging. They remind us that every meaningful relationship requires courage. The courage to be honest, the courage to trust, the courage to care. Without courage, understanding remains distant. With courage, it becomes real. And perhaps that is what makes life meaningful. Not the number of people we meet, but the few who truly understand us. The few who see beyond the surface. The few who remind us that we are not alone in this journey. So, if you've ever experienced a connection that began with understanding and became something real, treasure it. Because such connections are rare. They cannot be forced. They cannot be manufactured. They arrive naturally, quietly, unexpectedly. And once they do, they leave a mark on your life forever. Because when understanding turns into something real, it doesn't just change the relationship, it changes you. Thank you for listening.